one.
I'm Karen Mileski, Director of the Soma Institute for Neuromuscular Integration, a structural integration and massage licensing training in Washington State. What is integration beside the stacking up of the physical structure? I assert that at optimum, integration facilitates flexible adaptive functioning of the whole body-brain system. All of our body, mind, spirit parts can function in cooperation, in relationship. If so, then integration is the ability to create a cohesive, coherent complexity from our acquired experiential history, which created the core of our behavioral hierarchy of function. Consistently, as I release and integrate the physical structure, there's a movement in the whole perception toward greater complexity with relatively minimal conflict, which means we can function easier with less stress. We know that the subjective experience of one's environment is constructed by interactions along sensory, cognitive, and the emotional limbic process. As the person can be influenced to experience a greater non-evaluative somatic sensory experience, it can and it will alter previous programming. The opening for increased complexity of perception is then permitted. In Soma, we use a three-brain model for our teaching and work with clients. Most of us know a little bit about the left brain. It's where our language originates. It's linear. It's about duty and goals. It gives us a perception of stability, our mind. Then we go to the right brain, a real place of reverie, of daydream, of the delicious present moment, our inspiration, our compassion, rest, our healing, perceiving our levity, our lightness of spirit, the right hemisphere. Then we have the core brain, the perception of the inner experience of the body, our body experienced from within. In the core is action and experience, the mobility of the body, which enlivens in the core brain. As a culture, we have moved out of the body perception, out of our somatic sense, in order to inhabit the ego mind and stay dominant in the left hemisphere. So the core brings us back into our mobility, into our somatic experience. When we have volitional access to each of these perceptions, it increases our ability for complexity without stress, as we use the brain appropriate for whatever behavior is needed. This allows integration of the body, mind, and spirit. I assist my clients to recognize the different perceptions in themselves, which immediately creates increased levels of complexity with less stress and overwhelm. They can then move in and out of these vastly different perceptions like they would physically move from room to room in their home. And they can choose the most optimum perception for the current need. James Ashman calls this systemic cooperation. Every molecule, every atom in the whole body cooperates in every event. Consciously, we teach our clients to recognize these perceptions. Once we notice and have awareness, We can change behavior. We have a storehouse of potential behaviors within us. The Soma model supports the physical changes that are evident from structural integration and gives meaning and tools to utilize the changes from the work. This is just a tiny piece of a huge concept. Go to our website, soma-institute.org. Thank you.